Baseball looks calm on the surface. Green grass, slow pace, sunshine, peanuts, nostalgia. But hiding inside its rulebook is absolute chaos. We're talking about a sport where a game can change because an umpire didn't dodge fast enough. A pitcher had to change his wardrobe because his tattoos were too distracting. And a manager once tried to sneak back into a game wearing a fake mustache. This isn't myth. This is Major League Baseball, a league built on tradition, stats, and some of the most bizarre rules in professional sports history. And the wildest part, every one of these moments is real. Let's start with umpires. The only people on the field you're not supposed to notice, unless a 100 mph baseball hits them. If a live ball strikes an umpire, the outcome depends on where it happens. If it hits him after passing an infielder, play continues like nothing happened. Runners can advance, chaos unfolds, life goes on. But if the ball hits an umpire before passing an infielder, dead ball. Everything stops instantly. That difference cost the Nationals a potential run in 2014 when Angel Hernandez got drilled by a line drive. Fans cheered. The play died. Offense punished. Then, in the 2017 World Series, a throw hit an umpire and kept the potential winning run from advancing. A championship moment altered because someone couldn't sidestep in time. That's not strategy. That's human dodgeball deciding baseball history. Then there's the tattoo situation. MLB rules say pitchers can't wear anything on their arms that distracts hitters. That includes ink. Justin Miller, covered in tattoos, including one on his backside reading, "I love Billy Coke" from a teammate's bet, found out the hard way. A teen complained during spring training that his tattoos were distracting. The league agreed. He was forced to wear long sleeves while pitching for the rest of his career. Imagine altering your uniform permanently because someone thought your arm art was too flashy. Not pine tar. Not illegal substances. Tattoos dot off the field. The rulebook somehow gets even stranger. For decades, teens hazed rookies by stealing their clothes and forcing them to wear costumes, often dressing as women. It sounds like immature locker room nonsense until 2004, when a Cleveland rookie dressed as a cheerleader was shot when a bullet hit the team bus. The thick leather boots from the costume reduced the bullet's impact and likely saved his leg from severe damage. Still, MLB stepped in years later and banned costume hazing in 2016. A life-saving coincidence became a prohibited tradition. Only baseball could produce a story like that. Then came the switch pitcher glitch in reality. For the first century of baseball, pitchers threw with one arm. Then Pat Van Dyke arrived, able to throw mid-80s with both arms. In his first pro game, he faced a switch hitter. The batter chose right-handed. Van Dyke put his glove on his left hand to pitch right-handed. The batter switched sides. Van Dyke switched again. The hitter switched again. Over and over. No rules stopped them. It was baseball's version of two mirrors facing each other. Infinite reflection. Umpires had to intervene manually, and MLB quickly wrote a new rule. Pitchers must declare their throwing arm before the at-bat. A human patch update to fix a real-life loophole. Helmet safety rules somehow managed to be both strict and completely pointless. MLB requires batters to wear helmets with an ear flap for protection. Sounds reasonable, until you learn there's no rule saying which ear needs protection. Players have worn helmets with the flap facing away from the pitcher, providing zero benefit, and it's perfectly legal. Some even wore helmets backward after getting scared by high pitches. Safety regulation. Optional functionality. And yes, Fortnite became a baseball problem. In 2018, players across multiple teams were hooked. Clubhouses installed gaming setups. Road trips turned into late-night sessions. Some teams made curfews. Others banned gaming during work hours. Reports claim players stayed up until 2 a.m. playing. Performance dipped. Speculation exploded. While the league never issued a universal ban, several teams quietly cracked down. Baseball had to deal with a battle royale. Off the field, team-specific rules are even more absurd. One player got suspended for liking an Instagram post during a game from the clubhouse bathroom. Another got suspended for tweeting mid-game after being ejected. A bat boy was suspended for trying the gallon milk challenge before a game and throwing up in the clubhouse. That's right, dairy consumption has caused official discipline in Major League Baseball. Now we reach a rule so strange it feels made up. Detached equipment. If a fielder throws his glove at a ball to stop it, automatic triple awarded to the batter. Catch a ball in your jersey? Illegal. In 1995, more comedy. By rule, an ejected manager must leave the field, but not necessarily the stadium, to score. In 1976, after a pennant-winning home run, thousands of fans stormed the field and literally stole the bases. The runner never touched home. By the rule book at the time, he should have been out and the game should have continued. Instead, MLB created a rule stating that if fans prevent a player from touching the bases, the run counts anyway. A riot wrote a rule. Footwear once sparked similar drama. Players were fined for flashy cleats, then warned for wearing simple black ones honoring past legends. MLB required cleats to be at least 51% team color. Backlash grew until the rule was relaxed in 2019, finally allowing creativity. At one point, your shoes could be league-illegal. In 1951, the St. Louis Browns signed Eddie Guerrero, a 3'7" man with dwarfism, as a publicity stunt. His strike zone was tiny, and he walked on 4 straight pitches. MLB voided his contract days later, declaring it an unfair advantage and effectively banning little people from the league. One plate appearance change, baseball policy forever. And then there's the rule that might be the most ignored of them all: fraternization. MLB rules forbid players and coaches from socializing with fans or opposing players during games. That means chatting at first base, giving a kid a ball, or joking with an opponent could technically be illegal. The rule dates back to fears about gambling influence. Today, it sounds ridiculous and almost nobody enforces it. Still, it lives in the rulebook like a ghost from another era. This is baseball, a sport where umpires accidentally change history. Tattoos require wardrobe adjustments. Video games trigger clubhouse policy. Fake mustaches nearly beat the system, and riots rewrite the rules. It's a mix of tradition, logic, loopholes, and moments so strange they feel scripted, except they're real. And somehow, all that chaos is part of the charm. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the strangest rules in baseball history, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and share this with someone who thinks baseball is boring, because clearly they haven't seen the rule book.